a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Season.
He'll bring it out. It's Castillo. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Motion from the back. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
Handoff to the single back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Unleashes one. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Leads it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked.
There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He'll set up to throw. They're setting up the screen. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
And the Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. Snap it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Right on the money. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice 2nd down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground, and now sets up 3rd down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. The give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to have. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Going to swing it on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Give to the single back. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quickly complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snaps it in the shotgun. Makes the catch. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to throw it again. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, he'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
The DBs will back off a bit. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those third and longs.
Punt is in the air. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points
this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This time it's complete. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Davis will throw. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Hawaii! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Castillo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try the run. great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.
Jackrabbit.
To the ground with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Bring in the heat. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a...
Oh, he's got some space. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheel.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Castillo. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. A little screen to the running back. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On the run, it's Corral. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and short, the power run here. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
The Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Denmark. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it.
Man, and you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Check. Blue 27, patio. Blue 27.
Off play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Got enough for the first down. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He got a step and just dusted the field.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Davis will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Rainbow Warriors are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. He's got him, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can... He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab inside the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell they are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
No, and that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They just keep firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Got it set up on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Davis looking to pass. Puts it out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. A strike downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors!
Number 38.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field and guys that do this for a living all the time and are really good at it, but he tried the sneak attack, and it did not work.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
They'll leave it with him. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. And the Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Davis will throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw again. Got his man quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Rainbow Warriors can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense might bring the house here. Going downfield for the big play. He makes a grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Davis looking to pass. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Back as they send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's the pressure. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Finds his big tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Trying to slam in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. You've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.